What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's edition of the Six Gaming Podcast. I am your host, as always, Shosan. I feel really shitty this week, so my energy level is just down.
It never changes from him being actually shitty, so there you go.
Yeah, no, those are two totally different things. But nonetheless, I am here, and I am supremely happy to have you guys. You have no idea. So, I do want to introduce first my very awesome and illustrious set of co-hosts. Up first, Mr. Damien!
That
Flash
guy.
Captain.
Hello, children. Ready for a great show today.
It's a little creepy, but I like it. Next, Mr. Vegito.
Don't get too
Yeah.
close to your monitor or you will be sucked in.
Oh.
Laws of gravity still apply in a podcast.
I feel dirty.
As you should. Finally this week, Mr. Ronclay.
What's up, everyone?
Indeed. Yeah, this is a weird show. So some of our guys are out sending shit into space. Some of our guys are out with family, and yeah. So you got to deal with just us this
And
week.
Coles is filming.
Yeah.
Coles is probably filming. He's choking on something, I'm sure. Anyway.
He's choking on the cock.
on.
On a caucus.
It is
Wait,
the
that's
caucus.
Alphias.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Alphias
Wait.
is filming with Coles?
I knew there was a
Oh,
connection.
man.
Holy crap.
Oh, we should have seen that coming.
I
The
know,
Six Gaming
Literally.
Podcast, bringing people together.
right? We make connections every day, you guys. Straight up love makers. Anyway, all right, you guys. So there has been a really, really cool trailer that has been released for Blizzard's new game Overwatch. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but if you play a Blizzard game at all, on every single one of their channels on their launcher, they've been spamming the crap out of this. But it is cool. It is really, really cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat trailer. It gives a lot of story into Winston, and it was meant to be for the Xbox, but I mean they put it on YouTube. Anyone can see it. It's got like all kinds of Xbox advertising at the beginning and the end. But I mean it's like a 6-minute video. It was a really cool storyline.
Yeah. It was really pretty impressive, honestly. So definitely you guys need to go check this out. Now, one thing though that I did want to bring up, speaking of Microsoft, you guys, Microsoft failed huge
I put
these
that at
past
the end.
couple
I
weeks.
put it at the end.
Well, I'm doing it now
You're
because
doing it
it's
now.
an awesome segue into this topic. All right, you guys. So Microsoft decided that they were going to create a Twitter bot, if you will, like their own AI, just to respond to you and offer technical help and blah, 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 blah.
No. It was designed to talk to 18 to 24-year-olds using the language
was-
that they're familiar with.
Well,
that was,
yes, but
that
it
was the last
designed-
bot.
But if you look into this, it was actually designed for like tech help and stuff like that. Like you can ask questions, and it was supposed to respond to you, but in the language of today's millennial generation.
Yeah, and you can see what it was supposed to do by going to tay.ai. That's TAY.ai.
Now, before you guys jump over there, though, and go crazy, the internet being what it is, pulled off a miracle. In 24 hours, the internet
her a lot of stuff.
changed the AI.
She learned a lot.
She did learn a lot.
learned a
Now,
lot.
again, this is an AI, so they designed it to learn based off her interactions, her, if you will, quotes. But, of course, her interactions with the internet failed terribly. Apparently, Tay became a Hitler-loving sex robot over Twitter in 24 hours.
You know what? I don't think Isaac Asimov wrote that one.
No, I don't think that's in
not
the
at
three
all.
rules of robotics. But you guys, it was amazing. She said Hitler did it right. Death to the Jews. What was it? You can fuck my pussy for something. I don't
Yep.
even remember. Like
Yep,
it
that
was
in there.
just, it was terrible.
Jesus.
I mean,
And Shosan is not even exaggerating, folks. It was that bad.
No, it was
It-
terrible.
It was terrible. Look them up if you want to have a good laugh, but just know it's probably NSFW.
And the better bet, right? Let's just keep it somewhat class friendly here. If you guys go to telegraph.co.uk, under their technology side, they have an excerpt of some of the stuff that's been cleaned up a bit. But even just reading it, it blows your mind. It's insane.
Mr. Fu with the best quote of the day. Microsoft underestimated how retarded we are as a species.
Isn't that the damn truth? Amen.
I'm gonna agree with that.
Yeah, it blows my mind. So that was kind of my Microsoft thing. I had to bring it up because it is slightly kind of gaming related. I mean, apparently people did have fun with her. So just saying.
And apparently she wanted to have fun with some people too.
So here's one. Here's a gold one from I just found on Google image search. At Paul Town, inbred parasites like at iPod Herots and Ben Shapiro have to go back to Israel. Hashtag open borders for Israel.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus
like
Christ.
it went
This was so
downhill
bad.
really, really quickly.
So bad.
Oh my
Damn
god.
it, internet. Like, I have to wonder if anybody at Microsoft ever goes, hey, I wonder if the guys over at 4chan will figure out we have this. You know, or hey, I wonder if YouTube commenters know about this.
Half the time you have to wonder if they know that these things exist. How do
I
you not go on the internet and not know these things exist?
right. I mean, honestly, those have to be the only people doing
Are we sure it's not like Bill Gates read it and he's just been like hiding in a hole for like 3 years?
it. You know, it might have been Bill Gates sabotaging his own stuff. He's like, you know what? Fuck those guys.
We'll have a little
Take
fun
this
with
down.
this.
Yeah, you know what'd be really funny? If I push this AI out, say it's by Microsoft.
You know, but he's so fucking rich right now. I wouldn't blame him just for having fun. Like, he can do whatever he wants. It doesn't matter. I mean, the man can fucking pay off our deficit, for Christ's sake.
Pretty much.
But anyway, all right, you guys. So let's talk a little bit about Steam and everyone's favorite company, Ubisoft.
And math.
And math, yes, because math is a thing, believe it or not. It doesn't just end in high school. Trust me. Okay, so get this, you guys. So, well, actually, Ron, you read about this better. So, what exactly is this? Like, what?
Okay,
happened?
so basically, there's this Ubisoft weekend going on, and they have a particular bundle. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I guess it's the Ubisoft Prime Pack, and the cost of the bundle itself is $99.99. If today you were to buy the individual products, you would pay $68.17.
Wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
that's not math.
That's
that's
math.
That's
That
very
is-
mad.
that is math. The issue being, apparently, that this bundle existed prior to these games going on sale, and they never adjusted the price of the bundle. So,
Well, that just seems lazy, though. I mean, what were they thinking? Were they
weren't
thinking?
That's the problem. Something like this is clearly just an oversight.
Yeah, it's got to be. I don't know. It just seems very strange that
It
all
says
of a
that-
sudden they didn't think to update it. They've never had this problem before.
It's also saying that it's worth noting that Ubisoft isn't the first publisher to even do this.
No.
So, yeah.
I'm sure EA's done it quite a few times.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So the moral of the story, of course, is if you buy a bundle, look to see what the individual prices are first.
Please do. Yeah, do the math, you guys. It's not hard. We have calculators built in now. Christ, what are you thinking? Anyway, all right. So Ron, I'm gonna keep it over with you and Veg on this one. So Riot actually had some issues going on.
Veg, you want to take this one?
So the guys who do LCK, Monte Cristo, and the other guy who's not really worth mentioning.
The other guy.
The other
Fuck
guy.
him. It's that other guy. He does things.
They're both casters for the LCK and are not going to go to MSI because they are not going to be getting paid nowhere near what they are supposed to be being paid. You know, to be fair on their end, yeah, that is shit. But as Ron pointed out, you know, Monte Cristo is either a annoying douche canoe or you like him. Or,
Well, but
or neither.
haven't you guys ever heard of, for the love of your craft? Do it because you enjoy it. Do it because you have one of the greatest jobs on the fucking planet right
Yeah,
now.
but you got to think about this though. He has to go from what is it, Korea to
And I'm sure that they're paying for those tickets.
actually from
I am sure that they are. If they have an invite, there's no way a company wouldn't fucking ask you to come out on their dime. There's no way.
Okay, since you love your craft so much, Show, how about you do it for free?
I absolutely would, actually.
So
I
you
absolutely would. Just because I got to fucking travel the world, you know what I mean? I got to experience new things. I get to talk about something
James Kirk?
I love. It's totally worth it. Totally worth it.
I disagree.
Really? I mean,
If you're not getting paid industry standard for what you do, you shouldn't do it. Go to someone who will. That's all it is. It's being paid fairly for what you do.
I suppose. I mean, yeah. But at the same time, I also have a huge fucking problem with a lot of sports players. Football players getting paid millions and millions of dollars to fucking take a hit. Great. I'm glad that your sport's so fucking physical and everything, but you should not make more than fucking people who are actually bettering society, who are actually bettering humanity.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
I mean, I'm sorry, but overinflation is
But
what
I can tell you,
You
I can
fuckers
tell you right now,
become prima donnas.
I can tell you right now that Monte Cristo is not making millions of dollars a year.
No, I'm sure he's not. But I guarantee you that what he would probably make off of this one broadcast is still enough to pay his rent. It's still enough to pay his bills. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. There's no way he couldn't. Plus, I'm sure he's probably got endorsements from other stuff. You're right. We don't have numbers. But, I mean, he does a lot of Twitch stuff. You know what I mean? He has to be making money on a constant basis. I doubt this is a huge
From
huge
my
impact.
understanding, they barely make, what, roughly around 30,000, 40,000 a year?
That's what I make right now. You'd be fine. You totally live off of that.
Yeah, but he also has to deal with traveling expenses too, because not every time Riot's going to go out there for him and go, hey, we're going to pay you everything. We're not going to pay for your food. We're not going to pay for your lodging. We're just going to show you to show up, or we're just going to pay you to show up.
Okay, yes, that I'll grant it.
Can you do that off a $30,000 salary?
Not constantly, but again,
that's what he has to do though, because there's also MSI.
He'd be making something from MSI as well.
Not really, because he really can off of because he's getting paid by Riot.
I don't know. I think there has to be some supplement. I'm not saying he's entirely wrong, right? I'm not, but I'm saying there is that prima donna factor.
Now,
when you become famous,
if he was asking for like $100,000 for this, then yeah, I would say it's bullshit. I would completely agree with that. But when someone's asking for just living wage for something that they do, yeah, I mean, it's a craft. It's a very it's a craft that he's honed his skills at, because this isn't this Riot's not his first home per se. It's not, and that's like me telling you that you're going to be an officer in the military, but we're only going to pay you to fly. We're not going to pay you to eat. We're not going to pay you your lodging. You're going to have to pay for that yourself, and then you got to figure out how to get your ammo and your weapons and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, technically, sort of.
Officers don't use weapons.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, you brought up the wrong analogy for two of us in here.
On another note, I would like to point out that something on his Gamepedia article says that he was voted most pretentious in high school.
That says something, though. I mean, dude, don't be a fucking dick your whole life. You don't need to be a prima donna because you're internet famous. I guarantee you, if I walk into work and ask if somebody knows who you are, they don't. Sorry, dude.
Well, everybody knows me. You live on me.
Well,
when someone says Earth, they also whisper Paul.
This is true. This is true. Absolutely. Oh, God. And actually, Mr. Fu says in chat, Army officers are actual military officers. No, they're not. That's like saying that Air Force pilots are officers. Dude, Air Force pilots aren't officers. They're just overpaid fucking rocket jockeys. That's all they are. But anyway, all right, you guys, let's move on. So,
I have an announcement to make. That mosquito is one dead motherfucker. I got him.
did you get him? All right. I was wondering what that noise was. At least we got him. All right, you guys. So one of my favorite consoles so far of this generation, the Wii U, believe it or not, is actually ceasing production, and I'm a little sad. I think
I'm not.
Nintendo should keep it up. Well, anyway, so they're ceasing production by the end of the year, is what they're saying. Now, beyond that, it's a lot of speculation. Everyone knows that Nintendo's working on the Project NX that they have, their next generation console.
They botched the Wii U so hard.
I don't think they did. I think that there's a lot of bad things that were done. I think that the actual gamepad with the screen, you can't very easily just go out and buy a new one.
I
which
think it's
sucks.
huge too.
Yeah, it's like $80 to $120 depending on where you go.
Yeah, well, Ron, it's not that bad. You do tend to get used to it. It's bigger than what a lot of us are used to, but it's not that bad. It is comfortable. But yeah, they are finally ceasing. It's been well known for a long time that Nintendo's been taking a loss on their Wii U on every console sold. Not huge. I mean, again, it's Nintendo. They always find a way.
Well,
But,
shit, dude, after the Wii was like sold out everywhere all the time for like a solid year, I don't think they're having money woes.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
But again, they were taking a loss, and I guess they finally decided to call it a day. So there is that. But
It's kind of sad though, because you got to think Nintendo's the only ones who are really kind of they were taking a risk with the Wii U. They're doing something innovative, but people just didn't end up liking it.
well, they've done that since the beginning. I mean, if you look at the 64, they tried something new with the controller.
Yeah.
Look at the GameCube, they did it again. And then you look at the Wii, they did it again.
Yep. And then
So-
everyone else started getting their motion peripherals, and now it's pretty much it's dead.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for me, I hated the Wii. I can't stand the Wii. It's the worst console they ever put out. But you guys got to remember, too, is that Nintendo's been there almost literally since the beginning. I mean, they were one of the first major home consoles to ever hit the market. It is now 2016. I think the NES came out in 85, if I remember. I mean, that's over 30 years old at this point. So that's impressive that any company can keep it up. And like Damien said, they keep innovating. They keep trying to change the game, if you will. Pardon the pun. So it's cool. I can't wait to see what's up with the NX. There's a lot of conspiracy theories, though. I don't know if you guys have heard about this with the NX.
Uh-oh.
No? I mean, a lot of them are outlandish, but one of my favorite ones, they said, well, the NX is actually going to be the start of the Terminator apocalypse. It's actually going to be Skynet because it learns from itself and other consoles.
Well, as we learned from Microsoft, Skynet may not necessarily be a great thing. Worse
Right.
than Terminator.
Well, that's true. God. Well, and Microsoft kind of tried it with their Xbox One, but it hasn't really taken off yet like they wanted it to. But anyway,
That's because they flopped that.
it's not bad. I don't know why everyone's giving it such a hard time. It's not terrible. It's really not. It's overpriced. I think that they went too far, for what they should have done. But it's not bad. Anyway, all right. So, do you guys play Rock Band by chance?
Not in a long time.
Nah. Just the plastic instruments take up a lot of space. And
I mean, I play it when it's like available to me to play, but I'm not going to go out and get it.
Right. No, I bought it. I bought that, and I bought Rock Band. I still have fucking guitars floating
Now, this
around
is
my house
Amy's
somewhere.
thing, isn't it?
No, she's Rocksmith.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
think she's Rock Band too.
No, I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure.
I know
Oh,
she
really?
has a legitimate Rocksmith, which is nice because you're actually on a real fucking guitar, so you actually learn how to play. But anyway, so Rock Band, it has been decided on the PC version for Rock Band 4, you guys can get every single DLC song that they have.
Nice.
right? Amazing, right? That's awesome. It's on a Kickstarter, right? Except
weird.
it's $2,500,
What the fuck?
right?
The
I don't
actual fuck.
I don't think I've ever dropped that much money all at once
Dude,
for
this,
fucking music.
this isn't a microtransaction. This is a macro transaction.
Yes, this is truly macro at this point. Holy fuck.
I'm gonna tell you that Star Citizen, I believe it's their biggest pack was like $1,200. No, there we go. $15,000 is their biggest pack. It's the completionist. You get literally everything when the game starts out. I gotta tell you, that's exactly for one demographic, and that's Saudi oil prince.
Right.
No one else. Nobody else is gonna drop that kind of money on a game because it's economically doesn't make sense unless you own like half of OPEC.
Well, right. Or you own like 90% of the shares of that company. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real. Nobody's gonna do. Who's gonna drop $2,500 fucking dollars on fucking music? Music, and it's not even shit that you can just listen to because you have to play along to the bullshit,
Yeah.
and then you're still gonna fuck it up, and that's assuming that you like every single band that you're getting. I took a look at the playlist, and I gotta be honest, it's not entirely all my music.
It's not like they're expecting everyone to go out and spend $2,500 on it. It's just
Yeah, but I
like,
can't believe
hey,
they had the balls to put it out
Hey,
there.
here's this package right here that you can get. It requires a lot of money, so if you get it, it's kind of a status symbol for yourself.
Well, and it is. So what it is, again, this is a Kickstarter thing. So this is like a reward
Correction.
for helping them.
This is Fig, not Kickstarter.
Oh, okay. But still, it's like a crowdsource thing. It's like, hey, thanks for supporting us, you guys. Here's everything that we are gonna put out. But still, Jesus, fuck, $2,500.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm actually reading this a bit more, and that's just a backing tier.
Right.
Does it say this is exclusive? I don't think it does.
I
Because you
know.
don't just get the DLC library, you get in-game credits, you get a Rock Band 4 T-shirt, exclusive developer chat.
Get a T-shirt? I'm done.
Hold on.
That's the
A
most
limited
expensive
edition Rock
t-shirt ever.
Band swag pack, a separate game with the full game and soundtrack. I mean, it's a typical Kickstarter campaign. It's typical reward tier. That
Yeah, a lot of
way
Kickstarter
overpriced, but the
campaigns
idea
do
is
that.
that if you love the game enough, you're gonna drop this much money on it to support the creation of the game, and they'll give you some extra rewards too. I'm kind of like moving back because this isn't really a microtransaction. This is more of a they want to
No, they
get the
want
game funded
support.
so they can make it. They want
Yeah.
support. That's what they're looking for.
They totally want support, and I'm all about it, right? I really am. But you guys, that is still a ton of money. You know, I've seen stuff where you can fully support somebody on their Kickstarter for like $100, and you get like everything.
All right,
I've
so
seen some where it's like 10 grand. So I'm not saying they're outrageous, but it is a lot of money.
okay, so here we go. So there is a $25,000 tier.
Oh Jesus!
For the $25,000 tier, you get to put your song in Rock Band 4. You get to join. You get to join the Harmonix VIP party at PAX East 2016,
Oh God, who else is gonna be there?
and
That's
that's really all you get above and beyond the 2,500 tier.
I would love to do that and just
I-
make a song of like farts and like racist terms.
That's
And then have to put it in the game.
Oh,
what's that dude's name? Like William Hung or whatever?
Mr. Fu is right. We are a retarded race.
We really are. What's that dude's name? Like William Hung or whatever?
Yeah.
Like that would be my music. Would be exactly what that guy did. I would do it intentionally, just because I could. But the fact that I had that much money to drop on him means that I really am that retarded, and I should probably be hit by a truck.
I'm just wondering who would pay that.
Well, so far nobody's paid the 25,000.
Good.
The highest one that's there. 6 people have done the 2,500. No one's paid higher.
Oh my God.
Jesus, fuck. I mean, kudos, that you got that much money. Honestly, But Jesus Christ, I can't. I can't. I can't. But anyway, I think that'll do it for news. So let's move on to our shitty minutes, you guys. Does anybody else have anything that they want to throw in there?
Blade and Soul finally released their X Pack without really telling anybody. They're like, "Oh yeah, our X Pack is coming out soon."
Because that's totally okay to just drop content and not tell anyone.
Well, they said that they were releasing it soon, which I thought was like probably in like the middle of April or or the end of March, something like that, or but they didn't announce. Like they said, it's coming soon. There was no release date, and it's like, okay, cool.
Holy fuck!
So
I'm sorry, Veg. I gotta read chat. So, Mr. Fu says, "Put your song in the game." What the fuck? For 25K, you better be able to put your dick in all of Victoria's Secret.
Like just the store?
Wow.
No, he's exactly right. He is exactly right.
How do you
Thank
fuck
you,
a
Mr.
store?
Fu.
Plus that includes all the male employees too, like the accounting guys.
Dude, yes, absolutely. At that point, you just fuck all of Victoria's Secret. Who cares?
Somebody make this stop. Please
I can
make
buy
this
a fucking
stop.
amazing house for 25K. Like this.
Oh.
Anyway, all right, Veg. So DLC.
So
Mr. Fu, you're fired.
It came out on the 23rd when they were announcing the end of the Warlock thing, which was if you got a Warlock to 45 before the 23rd, you got a free outfit. And no one thought that anything of the wiser. And then, oh yeah, on the 23rd, here's an X pack. You're going to be level 50, and you're going to have a whole new zone to play with. It's like, oh,
Congrats.
cool.
Is this one of those games that started in Korea and just made it to the States?
Yeah, it's actually pretty popular, especially with gold. Gold
Okay,
farmers.
that's not surprising then, because they're probably just trying to catch up.
Yep.
So they have to release expansions pretty quickly.
So, well, it's not
Probably
even that.
pumping out as soon as they translate it.
We're behind Japan and Korea by quite a few years.
We always are, though. Look at World of Warcraft. They literally have their entire ecosystem
Well, I meant-
over there
Well, I
just
meant
for the game.
that's not what I meant though. But no, what I meant by like the expansions, the levels, and stuff like that are behind.
Yeah,
Oh.
Devillion's the same way.
Yeah.
Devillion has X packs. I don't think they've released on Steam yet, in general.
And it's a fun game. I like it. It's not for everybody. It's not like in WoW where you can just stand there and tank something. If you actually do that, you die. So like you get hit. Like the bosses aren't fun when it comes to like the bosses. Like if you stand there, you're gonna get killed. There's a guaranteed. And people are. And the one thing I'm not liking so far is the same reason I almost quit WoW one time was just the elitist attitude that people have when it comes to raiding.
Yeah, you'll get that in any game, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
but this is really bad though. Not.
it is, but you learn to deal with it. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like you want to be YouTube famous, deal with the shitheads that are going to comment. It's understood by now.
You want
Yeah,
to stream
but-
on Twitch? Learn to deal with the Twitch trolls.
Right. Exactly.
Right, but that's not what I mean. Like they're particularly harsh. Like they will personally attack you for no reason. And it's like, okay, you need to chill the hell out.
Yeah. No, definitely. Now, I do have to mention, though, since you brought up WoW, and this is my real brief little shitty minutes, I can finally fly in Draenor, you guys.
Oh, nice.
Congrats.
I'm so
Wow.
happy.
Enjoy that for the next couple months until the expansion comes out, and you never
Exactly.
go back to Draenor again.
And I'm going to fucking cry as soon as it does.
That's ridiculous. That's why I'm done with. That's why I'm done with WoW.
They're trying. I give them credit.
I'll have to say,
They've been doing it for 10 goddamn years.
Yeah.
I just angry.
Wow, that was a new octave
That's-
right there.
Hold
I
on,
know,
just
dude.
angry.
It was amazing. That's why I still play, though. So many of my friends are still in it. I went back. I had to. So I had to
I'm
find
having
something
trouble motivating myself to raid. I feel like I've got better stuff to do these days.
We haven't been raiding, actually. My guild kind of put it on stop, and we've all just kind of been helping each other get achievements and do other stuff. So
Yeah, my guild's kind of all the good people are leaving,
yeah,
type of thing, and the ones left behind aren't all that great. So we actually have a Archimon kill but
Oh.
we haven't gotten back to them in forever. So,
No, I hear you. We became super casual at this point. Like we'll put something together, but we're filling out our raid team with pugs, and then we hope.
we've always done that, just because recruitment. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, I'm having trouble motivating myself to go to raids, and that's saying something. The last time I've actually played the game outside of raids was to get flying. I haven't really done anything since.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I cheated a little bit, and I couldn't get those last few levels of the reputation stuff, so I bought that trinket or whatever that gives you reputation
That's
because
fair enough.
at that point, yeah, fuck it.
Why not? It's
Anyway, now
what you have to do.
word on the street is, Ron, you have an amazing set of news.
Well, it's kind of amazing. I kind of like it. So yeah, I have at the beginning of the month when I went to my Twitch channel, I saw I had something like 112 followers, and then in like one day on March 1st, by the end of the day, I had over 200.
Wow.
Woohoo. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I didn't know what the hell was going on. I've talked about this before. It turns out that the group called Fists to Heaven are having this contest. They're giving away an Oculus Rift, and one of the ways that you gain an entry is to follow Ronkly on Twitch. I know the guy
Really?
that runs it, and he did this
Awesome.
without even telling me.
That's
I
really
had
nice
no
of
clue
them.
this was happening. I am one follower away from 700 right now.
Holy shit!
Oh
Awesome.
man, if I could follow you again, I would. But
It's like super close. So
that's awesome. You actually got Twitch rated without your knowledge. That's amazing.
I know. It was kind of neat. It's like, why are all these people following me all of a sudden? It's funny because that was like the day after I started using Unkbot, and it says in chat when people are following you.
Which
like-
I'm sure it starts spamming, and
Oh yeah, it's spammed.
that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's really really cool.
Now
yeah.
get Twitch famous, and then bring the rest of us up with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the next step is SGDQ. List comes
Yes.
out Sunday,
Fuck yeah.
so we'll know in not next podcast, but the one after.
Okay, so not this Sunday, not tomorrow.
Nope.
But the following.
Correct.
Fantastic. I can't wait to hear. Ron, I really, really hope you get picked up for this because I swear to God, I will study my ass off and be on the couch if you'll put me out there. I will drive the 6 hours it takes. I don't give a fuck. I will be there. Absolutely.
Nice.
Anyway, anybody
won't.
else have some shitty, crappy news, some bullshit they want to bring up? No? Fucking crickets, you guys. You're killing me. Haven't you guys heard the concept of dead air? Like, that's...
You're dead air.
Oh, god damn it, Veg.
That's a level in Left 4 Dead too.
Yeah.
I hate you people so much.
But yet we're still here every week.
I know, it's
Every
weird,
week.
right?
Because we're illustrious and awesome.
That's right. That's right. It does attest to my patience these days. As I get older, my patience just increases. It's weird. All right, you guys. So let's move on to one of my favorite parts of the show, you guys. This is Hey Gamers, what you playing?
Okay, hold on. You really sold this part short because it's only one of your favorite parts.
It's one
It's
of my
not your favorite part.
That's possibly true. My favorite part's coming up in this next set, but
Fair enough.
it is what it is. So I'll go first. It's really, really quickly. So I finally beat Batman Arkham Origins. It's done. I'm working on 100%. Thank you.
Yeah, the slash
It'll be
slash.
done. Yep. I do want to say, though, that I'm extremely happy. My Dungeon Rush game that I've been playing on my phone here, I finally have an all-legendary team, which is awesome. And I pulled one of our other gamers with us. Mr. Pantherian is finally playing with me. I love it. Drag you guys all into the abyss that is my game. Absolutely. Other than that, though, that's it. I did try, what's that one that he's been playing? Dark Souls. I played that for about an hour. I don't understand it. I fucking hate that game, and I rage quit. Alt F4. I'm done.
Yeah, that's not the game for you, bud.
I know. I'm still in like the prologue or whatever, and I'm like, fuck this game. I can't. I can't. So I did just get this War of Mine in
Oh,
my
that's a good game.
Humble Bundle. So, or this month's upcoming Humble Bundle. So I'll play that one and we'll see how it goes. But that's it for me. So, Damien, what have you been playing, sir?
Fuck all.
Right on, moving on.
Okay, so
Edge.
my computer was broke as fuck for a couple weeks. Like it.
Yeah, that's why we
I'm
missed
not gonna
you.
go too far into it. It was a Windows 10 install, and
Oh God, bashing on
then,
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
like Windows 7 revert, and then I reinstalled Windows 10 like from a fresh copy, and then it fucked up some more. I don't know. I have technology curse. Anyway,
Bro,
finally
just
got my computer up and running and stable. I had to. All my installs are gone, but I still have a lot of stuff on my computer, which is good. I started a new Space Engineers game with Ken because we like to play that game and talk in Discord, talk shit about all you guys. It's really fun.
Thanks.
And
Appreciate it.
we built new ships. We got into space. Then I started building this gigantic capital ship that like end to end took about 45 seconds to get to, like from end to end.
Jesus,
There we
that's
go.
crazy.
Yeah, and it had all these different rooms, like a life support room and medical room with cryo chambers and stuff. It was really
Sounds like my Fallout shelter.
yeah. It's like
It's infinite. It just keeps
Yeah.
going.
yeah, you just keep building. And I was really proud of the ship. It was turning out really well. Tried to load it up yesterday, save file corruption, and there was nothing I could go back to. So
Oh,
we just started another new one yesterday, and we found an asteroid, and we're gonna
Did
set
you-
up in the asteroid. And
did you set up cloud saves this time?
yeah, I've set it up
Good
this
man.
time. So we're setting up a little base inside of an asteroid, and I decided to put it on public, and then this like. I don't know, he seemed like he was a kid, joined our game. He was like, "Where are you guys? I want to build with you guys." And I was like, "Nope, kick." I felt super bad about it, but I didn't want the responsibility. I wanted to just fight people.
Obviously, you didn't feel that bad because you were real quick to kick him out.
Yeah, well, like he
that
was
guy.
talking to us. He's like, "Where are you guys? How did you get up there?" And I was just like feeling really bad about it. And I was like, "Oh wait, I know how to not feel bad about this." Kick. So it was instant gratification. It was very, it was very relieving to not worry
Oh,
about this
God.
kid anymore.
Why? Why would you say that?
Other than that, I played a little bit of Actually, I haven't played it. I've been watching a YouTuber. I watched his whole series of the game Oxenfree. Because I would totally buy it, but I'm kind of short on money right now. What with my whole job situation and such. It's a game that's set in Washington State, so obviously I'm gonna like that because I'm a Northwest douchebag guy.
Nothing wrong with it. Trust me.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not gonna spoil anything. Basically, roughest plot of the game: you're on an island that it's not supposed to get any radio signals because of weird like geological activity or whatever, and you have a radio and you use it to communicate with ghosts on the island. It's a really neat story, really cool game, and it's like all the characters. There are like multiple different endings and stuff. That's cool. What's really cool is after you as you play through the game, you notice there's kind of more to it, and then at the end of the game, it sends you onto this kind of tangential ARG thing, where
Words on this show, man, you can't do
yeah.
that.
So there's this huge ARG surrounding the game now, where people found a bunch of Morse code in the game, and it actually tells you to go to call a phone number, and you listen to a phone number, and you hear codes in a song that plays when you call the phone number that leads you to go to this Twitter page that only tweets at 9 o'clock and 4 o'clock, weird locations and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
There's this huge Google Doc people have been working with online, and they think they've pinpointed the location of something. It's like an island off the coast of Washington, and people think there's going to be something that happens there that's going to like unlock a new ending to the game or something. I love that kind of shit in games that gets people
That is really
together and
cool.
wondering. So yeah. I've been reading into that and kind of getting invested. It's super interesting. And the game is really good, so it leads you to get really deep into that kind of whole mystery thing.
That's
Super
amazing. I love
deep.
games that do that. You know, tie everybody in. That's really
Mhm.
cool.
I like the ones that tie everybody up.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Let's say,
Anyway,
you're not polls. Fuck off
right?
this podcast.
Damien, keep it going, man. Save me.
I think he's done.
He's got nothing. All right. All right, Veg. Let's talk about you tying people up.
Do you really?
Fuck.
No.
Okay then. So I've been playing a lot of League of Legends. I finally got out of since I've been going out of bronze, or I finally got out of bronze. I found nothing but Artards. Just waves and waves and waves of Artards.
That's how it
Welcome
goes.
to League of fucking Legends, bitches.
Oh my god!
Right?
It's just been facepalm after facepalm. Even with Cole's helping me, I got out of silver. I got out of silver 5 into silver 4, and got put right back into silver 5. Just oh my god, it was terrible. You know, I had it before this all happened. I had an 8-game winning streak. I was just wrecking house, and then all of a sudden I have an 8-game losing streak. So just if you play League of Legends and you're easily told, don't fucking play. That's all I have to say. I've also been playing Blade of Soul, of course. It's been interesting with the leveling. It's just super duper easy. Just the story's interesting still. I like it. It's just weird that they, like I said, I was just so thrown off that they're like, oh yeah, it's 23rd. You know, Warlock event's done, but hey, you get an expansion now. Yay!
But at least they gave you guys something to keep the game going.
Yeah, but like I said, the way that they were describing when they were going to release the expansion was like early May, late April. So you know, I was preparing just to grind my Warlock out. I've been yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing at chat. Jesus.
Chat's
Moving
full.
on.
So another series I've been playing is the Overlord series. I for some reason didn't realize I had that in my Steam account, and I was like, oh hey, I remember this. I always wanted to play it, but I was like, I was always broke to get it. So story of my life.
Isn't it though? That's just the way it goes.
So I've been playing the crap out of that. It's so much fun. For anyone who does not know what it is an R-rated version of Pikmin. There is murder, you know, you get mistresses, towers, stuff. It's a great story. It's hilarious and it's very well done. It was on the Codemasters Humble Bundle a while back. I think that's when James got it for me. So I know it was. I definitely know I didn't buy it. So
It still kills me that you're still whoring yourself out to us to get new games.
I don't ask. You just give.
Well, I do because I'm your little fucking sugar daddy, apparently, as far as gaming goes.
Hey,
But
I'm not-
Jesus.
Well, you know, I've heard something recently that there's been games out there that have started to do something where if they're having problems populating their online servers, what they'll do is if you start playing, if you play for a certain amount of time, it'll pop up with a free code that you can give to a friend.
Are you
Interesting.
serious?
Now,
Yeah, this is like a new trend that's happening with indie games.
Ron, real quick though, I do have to bring up, by the way, I totally gave your wife my stick. It was awesome.
What?
It was
Whoa.
awesome. It was amazing.
Hold on.
It was
Wait, what?
everything I thought it would be, and then some.
Such a dirty bird.
What the fuck are you doing with my wife?
South Park and the Stick of Truth. I got it for free, and I gave your wife my stick.
Okay.
Yeah, he also gave me Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Dude, you got
Days of Sex? Holy shit!
Dude, look. Okay,
My wife
look,
just got a stick.
Wow.
you guys, I got to set the record straight, okay? I will get it any way I have to, okay? That's just... Look, there's something you need to know about Show, and there it is. I'll put
Shows
it
it.
out there.
Joe's such a dirty bird.
Oh, yes, he is.
Anyway, Veg, why don't you please continue?
So I haven't played that yet. I played it before on the 360. I love the crap out of that game originally. It makes you think. It honestly does about where technology's going and what are we doing to save it's going to be an inevitable question of what side are you on? Are you for or against? And Ghost in the Shell, the anime, actually pinpoints it really well too of what's going to go, what people do.
Right. Sorry, I'm fucking around with chat. Keep going.
You spelled
Ron
27
and
sentences
IR.
wrong.
God. So
That's
I
awesome.
highly recommend it if you like what is it, sci-fi, futuristic, black weather, Neo, Matrix stuff. Just don't ever play the second game.
I hear you. All right, sorry. Is that it, Veg?
Oh God, stop.
It's going downhill quickly.
Yes.
Oh my
We need to
god.
get back
All
on
right.
track here.
Back on track, Mr. Roncliffe. What the hell have you been playing?
Descent, as always, been playing on the DCL, been wrecking face. I actually got a pretty high score on a gold pilot. Quite happy with that. It means I'm improving. Got a chance to play Descent Underground with the aforementioned Fists of Heaven group. I'm kind of on the fence on that game. They need to fix some things, but it's in beta, so hopefully they will. Sub-level 0, of course, practice. And then in the game I picked up after watching a streamer, I didn't realize that this was even coming out. Trackmania Turbo.
Really? They're doing that.
Yes. So
I didn't think Trackmania made it out of the first one.
Oh yeah, they've got a ton of games. I had United actually was the last one I played, and this is on. I think it's on every console right now. I know it's on PlayStation. I have it for PC. And if you're not familiar with Trackmania Turbo, it's basically short courses, like 20 seconds to 2 minutes. And then when you're doing online play, you get like 5 minutes or 10 minutes to post your best time within that amount of time, and you get ranked, and there's levels and experience and stuff. It's a pretty neat contained experience. It's not like you have to prepare your car to drive for an hour to race against someone and the slightest error and you're done. It's more of a casual style racing game. And it's something that I enjoy. I just need to get a stick for it because playing on the Xbox controller is I'm bad. Yeah, so and then I have my final Crypt of the Necrodancer Condor 4 update. Of course, going into this week, I had 14 points out of 30, which was less than half. My goal was to get to half, so I needed to get 4 out of 6 this week.
Right.
My first match yesterday, I managed to make the guy tilt hard and 3 out of.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yes.
So how you doing now in the rankings?
So, well, that puts me to 17. My other match was this morning.
Oh,
And-
how'd that go?
I've been sleeping like crap,
Oh,
and
Ron, excuses, bro.
hold on. I've been sleeping like crap.
You've been sleeping like a baby.
Yeah, during the day I've been sleeping like a baby. At night,
Cue Ron's wife, man, without saying, without
anything.
hesitation, man. She's
She
like,
just-
bullshit. You've been
offers
sleeping
her own opinion anytime she wants. She's
That's
welcome to.
awesome.
I love her,
That's-
even though she's trying to kill me.
I've been doing that for years.
And yes, but anyway, yeah. So I started practicing this morning. My match was at like 10:20. I had to actually commentate a match at like 9 o'clock. I was up until 6:30,
Wow.
and I actually
Jesus.
took a nap because my plan was to start practicing at 6 through like 9ish, and I couldn't do it. I was too tired. I was making basic mistakes. I'm like, okay, I have to just lay down, sleep it off, got back up, started practicing between the commentary and the actual match, was still sucking ass. I even told the guy beforehand, I hope you like freebies because I'm not playing well. And the first match died in Zone 2. I was like,
Yeah, of course.
the second match died in Zone 3. I'm like, no, not again. And I'm sitting here, I'm watching him play, and he's on the Necrodancer, which is the last boss. And I got pretty far, pretty fast, but I mean, he was so far ahead, it didn't matter. And he gets dunked by Necrodancer and dies.
Huh.
And I was
Oh,
able to come back,
nice.
win that second race, get my 18th point. I lost the third race. I didn't care. I hit my goal. 18 out of 36.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now, the top 7 advance, and there's a play-in tournament. I am not ranked high enough for the play-in tournament. However, there is a lottery that puts 2 people from the rest of the league in there. Basically, you get a number of entries based on your points squared. So 18 is pretty good. That's going to be almost 400 entries.
That's not bad.
Yeah, 300 to
Yeah.
400 entries.
Yeah.
So it's possible, but I mean, there's so many. I'm not counting on it. and then I'd probably have to play someone like Spooty Biscuit. So
And then it's all downhill.
yeah, pretty much. So I'm not expecting anything. If that happens April 1st. But I'm trying to do another observatory April 1st,
Yeah.
and I'm totally going to be trolling the Descent community.
Do it.
Totally.
Do it. Fuck those guys.
Oh, I've already told. I've got 6 pilots lined up. I'm looking to get 4 more, and I want to bring these people into play, and I want them to fly under the names of people who were legendary players back in the 90s.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
And that's the whole premise of the show. The Observatory Legends. When something legendary happens, legends take notice. And I've gotten the people that are already in on it are totally in on it. They love the idea, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Yep.
Way to pay homage.
And that is what I've been playing.
That's it. Awesome. All right, so you guys, let's move on to my favorite part of the show. Man, I'm jonesing for this. You have no idea. This is the 6 Gaming Roundtable. Yes, that's right. So, what the 6 Gaming?
I have to say, not bad for your energy level.
I had to, one last everything I got.
One last gasp.
Yep. All right, you guys, so the 6 Gaming Roundtable is one of our favorite parts of the show simply because this is the part of the show where we'll bring up a topic, obviously gaming related, that we want to hear from you guys in chat as well as from our separate set of co-hosts. Now, Mr. Runkley brought this one up this week, so I would like you to go ahead and introduce this one, please.
All right, so my question is very simple. Has watching streamers on Twitch or YouTube, as the case may be, has it changed the way that you buy or play games? I'm going to give an example of Crypto the Necrodancer. Of course, I've followed Spooty Biscuit on Twitch for the longest time because he's a Descent player, and then he started playing this game, and I'm like, oh, I have to have this game. And I bought the game. So have you guys ever had a moment like that, or maybe you're playing a game a certain way? Again, Necrodancer for me, I was just playing Deathless, and then I got in the speedrunning community because I was watching it.
Right.
Have you guys had anything like that?
It's an interesting question, at least for me, though, because a lot of the guys that I follow and a lot of the guys that I watch are speedrunners, and a lot of what they do are classic console games. And it's inspired me to try to speedrun, but I haven't quite found the game where I can be really, really competitive and really, really bring out what I can do, sadly. But beyond that, I don't care if you guys think that, the new, what's that game? The new Tom Clancy, The Division. There you go. I don't care if you guys... Well, I don't care if you guys think it's great. I don't. It's awesome. It interests me, but I'm not going to go out and buy it just because everybody's having a great time with it. That's like me trying to jump into PvP and WoW because it's hugely popular in Twitch.
I have to interrupt. I hit 700, bitches.
Nice. Good for you, Ron. That's awesome. But yeah, so for me, I think it's awesome that people play games and they're able to make a living off of it, but I don't let it really influence my purchases and my gameplay beyond the idea of speedrunning, I guess.
And I don't say it doesn't work because look at Minecraft, look at Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah, it absolutely works. But
would I ever play those games? I'll play Minecraft, yeah, but not because I saw all the YouTubes about it. It's because I generally like sandboxes. Can I?
I could just see Veg now sitting in the middle of a sandbox, sucking all the other kids in.
Oh Jesus!
Like a black hole.
And as soon as you said that, I picture Veg sitting there building a sandcastle and like punching kids as they come nearby.
Pretty much.
Get out of here.
It'd be more like they were like bouncing off them or whatever.
Right, but you had to take it to a whole nother level.
A whole other
So
level.
I
Yes.
appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I hate you guys.
Well, Damien, what about you?
Absolutely.
Now, you're a bit of a YouTube star anyway, as it is.
I would say YouTube star.
You're a
Actually,
YouTube star.
Ron is now bigger than I am on Twitch. Because I totally had a bunch of momentum going, and then I stopped making videos for various like life reasons.
Oh, that'll kill you.
Yeah, I know, and I'm gonna try and get back into it here pretty soon. Um, but yeah, I play games that that I absolutely never would have played before. Like watching YouTubers. Like for example, one of my favorite games, Life is Strange. I saw a YouTuber Dodger play it, and she plays a lot of very story heavy, like rich story games, and she played the first episode of the game, and then the second episode. But she was like, I watched the first episode. That was interesting. I don't think I'd buy it based on that. She started playing the second episode, and it started getting really good. And then I was like, I don't want to wait for the next video of hers to come out because she was doing like only one a day, and it's like 10 minutes. It's like 20 minutes of video out of like a 3-hour experience. So I went out and I bought the game based entirely on that decision, and I have, and I'm actually contemplating buying Oxenfree right now just because I want to play through it after the podcast is done. And that's based on the fact that I watched somebody I liked on YouTube play it. So yes, absolutely. These things influence how I play games. I'll watch an entire playthrough, and I will buy a game just because I liked it, and I want to see, oh, how can I play through this game? But I think it only really works with games with like alternate paths you can go down, maybe.
Right.
That's how it is for me.
So I have a question about this as well. Does it count when the person also does a review about the game, or just plays it?
I would say yeah, the both would count.
Review.
Because well, the reason I say that is because Total Biscuit
Mm-hmm.
has persuaded me not to buy a lot of games.
Yes.
But that's like me letting Yahtzee Croshaw influence my purchases. He hates everything.
He hates every
you
single
know?
Yeah,
game.
but
Now-
Total Biscuit doesn't though. Like
You just gotta.
That's true.
You gotta find a reviewer whose views mesh with your own pretty well. And
Right,
I'm
but
pretty sure
then-
Yahtzee is playing a character most of the time.
Oh, he probably
Yeah.
is. I mean, there's no doubt.
I
Now,
don't think he hates the games that much.
right. Now, Mr. Fu in chat said he got exponentially better at games like KSP or HOTS than just by watching people play. So
Wait.
he used that as a way to influence his gameplay.
Mr. Fu thinks he's good at KSP? Okay.
Apparently, he knows more than you. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
football.
So exponentially better. He's not saying that the exponent is a negative number.
Right. I
An
mean,
expo-
his is big.
An exponent of 0 is still 0.
Actually, it's
Now-
one.
Kerbal Space
It's
Program
one.
YouTuber Scott Manley is subscribed to me on YouTube.
Hashtag that.
That's awesome.
are you serious?
Yeah, he's got like 400,000 subscribers, and he's commented on a bunch of my videos and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's amazing, yeah. Now, Safathi also said watching Hearthstone streamers made her rethink how to play games and made her play better. So, I mean, yeah, it obviously has some influence with a lot of people. Definitely. Now, that's kind of the same for me with speedrunning. Like, I'll watch people do these speedruns and some of these tricks, and I'll try it, or I want to try it, and it turns out, I'll be bad, or I just don't like the game, whatever. Usually I'm just really bad.
Yeah,
But there is an influence, sure.
I kind of see this kind of like how Game Informer was in the late '90s or early 2000s before the internet. Like that's how I honestly see it. It's just another medium for you to see how, if you really want to get the game or not. It's just a lot more detailed about it, and I'm kind of glad that it is, because I don't want to, waste $60 on a game anymore. I don't want to, play a game just to find out if it's an iffy game or not.
Yes, now, I've done that, right? I'm not sure about a game, so I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch a gameplay or Let's Play or whatever. And then maybe that'll push me over the limit. But I try to stick to the games that, I know and I enjoy. I've been burned countless times, buying a game I didn't realize what I was doing, and yeah, it went downhill. Like XCOM, for example. I fucking hate that game. But I bought the original because everyone was fucking talking about it. So I bought XCOM, and I don't like it. It's not my thing.
I can't stand XCOM.
Yeah, it's personal, but if I would have researched it and how the game is played, I don't think I would have spent the money at the time. So,
Fair enough.
but all right. Well, anyone else have anything they want to weigh in? No?
No,
Oh,
just
God.
The whole reason I actually brought that up was because of Trackmania Turbo.
Yeah.
I'm familiar enough with the series that I know the game, but I actually watched someone play it to see if it was any good, and I was happy with what I saw. And the game's kind of got a couple of playability issues, like there's like random geometry on the track that just sends your car flying, or you get glued to the wall, or stuff like that.
Oh, that stuff's annoying.
It's a little odd. I don't know if it's so much bugs or the controller I'm using, because I really
No,
need
that
a
wouldn't be
wheel.
a controller issue.
I really need a wheel.
Well, you
because-
could have had mine for like $20.
I had a wheel once upon a time, but it was like more than 10 years old, and it was falling apart.
See,
Yeah.
I had a PS3 wheel that I bought just for Gran Turismo, and I fucking got rid of that real quick. But I hate racing games, so
Yeah, it's like the racing games that I play are, it's not the big name games. It's like Distance or the Trackmania or I got a couple on Steam. Like what was the name of the Blur? I used to play Blur a lot. I had a lot of fun with that game.
yeah.
So just the smaller, non-serious ones that I really have a lot of fun with.
That's good though. I mean, again, I think everybody kind of takes their own thing. To me, it sounds like we're all kind of in a consensus, though. It's, not what everybody's playing. It's kind of the game through other people's eyes might influence.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure if I took every reviewer's recommendations, I would be broke and divorced.
Yeah, definitely. Like I check at least 3 or more sources
If I
before I ever buy something.
Same for granted.
But anyway, all right. So final inputs, you guys. Anybody else have anything? No? Crickets? All right. Cool. I like it. So let's go ahead and wrap things up, you guys. I am supremely happy that all of you guys were able to make it out this week. Thank you, Dordo3, of course, for joining us this week. We are very, very happy to have you. Now, I do have to say, though, that I did have an awesome and illustrious set of co-hosts this week who never fail to amaze me. And, of course, we want to have everybody say goodbye. So, Mr. Captain Damien, say goodnight, sir.
Good night, sir. We're talking about Crash Team Racing in the chat right now, and the last boss in that game is fucking bullshit. He just starts driving like 3 seconds before the race actually starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually beat that game.
Oh, I
never
did too.
played it.
As a child, after much grit and determination, I finally beat that game with my sister.
My mom was mad at me because that was the first game I beat her, and that was a Crash Series game.
Nice. Nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
Very
Way to
cool.
take out your old lady. Whatever. Anyway, I got nothing here. Vegito, say
My
goodnight.
mom.
What?
Did you say I'm gonna deck my mom?
No, I don't
You're
know
an
what
asshole.
I'm saying. Look, dude, I'm fucking hopped up on NyQuil and God knows what else. Okay,
Probably
we'll
like
just
penis
move on.
juice of some sort.
Ugh. Anyway,
Good night, show. Good night,
thank you,
everybody.
guys. Mr. Runkley, why don't you go ahead and say goodnight, sir?
Thank you to every one of you 700 folks that have followed me, even though 600 of you probably never heard of me.
And probably never will.
Probably never will.
I like it. I like it. Now, I am, of course, Shosan. Thank you guys so very much for joining us this week. You can catch us next week and every Saturday, in fact, at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you again. And finally, our trademark, Mr. Runkley, will you please take it away?
See you. Bye.